I first got diagnosed with sickle cell anemia when I was 1 year at Kenyatta National Hospital. At first, it seemed to be just like any other normal sickness, let me say so. Fevers and all, malaria. And back then it was not well known. You see, like right now, like when you just say this, even the ones who don't have already know what you mean. By then it was still a new disease. And where I come from, people are very superstitious when it comes to such things. So they're like, no way, it can't be such. We got to accept. My parents were educated on it, and they got to understand it. Apparently, or unfortunately, I had other siblings who were also diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, but they all passed. Yeah, so I had two siblings. One was an older sister, and a younger one. I was the only guy in our family. So right now, I have two sisters. They are not, they're only carriers. They don't have sickle cell. It's only me. And it's been quite some journey living with sickle cell. I'd say so. My most hard time with the disease was when I was in Form 1 to 3. I was really having frequent attacks. Nowadays, I'd stay even a year without getting a single attack. It also surprises me. And I'm like, really? I even went to the doctor to ask if I'm okay. And he says I continue doing what I'm doing, which as I can relate with the current situation of COVID, yeah, washing hands and all. So with sickle cell, you just have to watch yourself, because whenever any kind of crisis comes about, you'd always know, and you'd prepare yourself in that way. My support system would first of all be my mom, and she's really walked through that journey with me, and the other ones will be the rest of my family, and I'd say most of my support comes from family, because they understand me in every way, and they'd always try and support me in every way. Even right now, when I fail to afford my drugs and I pick a phone call, no one will say they don't have. They'd rather fuliza and get me some drugs. Yeah? And the secret, I don't see there's any secret, just being cautious of how you are and how you relate to the disease. I still go to hospital, maybe to buy drugs for clinics, and when I get any short attack, I think that's one of the secrets. I'm more regular in the hospital. I'd say the last time I was admitted, that is, was last year around September. And that came as a complication of something that I had a surgery in 2017 and in 2018, because I developed vascular necrosis through sickle cell. By this I mean, for those who don't understand what that is, it's the joint bones, yeah, at the hip. They lose the fluid and then it becomes so severe. You know, that fluid is very, very important. So it becomes so hard to walk or sit around with that pain. So I had to go through surgery and undergo a hip replacement, which I did in 2017 when I was in campus. It was hard for me back then because most of my peers didn't understand why do I need surgery, and I didn't get involved in an accident. I didn't fall down. It just comes around. Some questions that I take a lot of time explaining, and I'm happy some of them understand and are able to interpret it very well. Yes. First thing a warrior needs is support, and this support comes in very many ways. One of them is, I know most of them don't like it, but you see when you get to at the working stage, there are some things that the bosses there don't understand. You cannot do, or you do in a very long period of time. For me, I'm a creative, I'm a designer and an animator. I've worked in several media houses in Kenya. There's a lot of pressure there, and they wouldn't understand why you're not coming to work today, or why are you slow today, or why are you under the weather today. So first of all, understanding, and I'd say through the awareness, we have so many people around us, and in us we know of other sicklers who are also not in any foundation. So maybe if we would create more awareness, even in mainstream media, that would be fine. At least they'd feel as part of the community, and everything would be fine with them. I was told I was going to die in the age of 19, but I wouldn't pass that. I wouldn't move to finish my education in high school. That thing really shocked me. So when I was in high school, I was like, guy, sasa si ninakufa, mbona ninasoma? So I went and told my mom, ati, unajua, hii masomo, ninasoma tu lakini si nitakufa, tu sasa ni ya kazi gani? Niambia, no, you'll need it, because sickle cell is not the end of the world, and there's ups and downs. Maybe when you're sick, or when you're not feeling well, that's your down. And when you're up is when you are very fine. So I took that very positively, and another some kind of myth that I've heard about sickle cell is that I won't have a child, or females don't have children. I was shocked to see a sickler somewhere when I was still having more crises. I think this was when I was in second year. I was admitted in Kenyatta again. Beside me, there was a sickler. Alikuwa amezaa watoto wawili. And wow, how did this happen? And you see, these things are being proven wrong. And right now, I'd sit and testify to very many people. I'd tell sicklers who feel down that there's you can still live with sickle cell and live up to even 80 years. You can still live with sickle cell and have children. you can still live with sickle cell and live past the age of 20 and 25 and above, because as a foundation here, as we are, we live as testimony, and we also give each other comfort. What I can say is it's not a death sentence, and it's something you'd live with very normally, as we all do. Don't be afraid. Take your medication if you do them yourself, or if you have a guardian or a parent, ask them to help you. Keep warm, take a lot of water, and join us in this awareness month, so we may spread the word and we may get heard. Yeah.